Well, hello dear friends, welcome to Shannara, 1995 point-and-click adventure by Legend Entertainment Company. So it's quite some years. At this point now we're 7 years old.
In troubled dreams, you
So
fly over the
here
foreign
it comes.
land, pulled by a relentless force. Ahead of you looms a dark, ancient ruin. You feel yourself being dragged into darkness. Within the cold, grim halls of this unknown place, you see a twisted gnome chanting quietly over an ancient and marvelous book. You reach out to take the beautiful sword. You feel a great sadness and a sense of loss as the magical sword vanishes. You continue to watch in amazement as the robed figure gestures, causing the gnome to undergo a series of startling transformations. At last, the shadowy sorcerer seems satisfied. The little gnome now looks like an ordinary man. Yet somehow, this shape terrifies you even more than those which came before. To your horror, the robed figure sees you. You cannot move. You cannot escape.
It was a dream. A bit of crazy dreams,
You
but
awaken with a start in the forest near Shady Vale. You try to recall the grim nightmare, but all memory of it has vanished from your mind as if something or someone has taken it from you.
never about video games, luckily. I recall some dream where I was sleeping in a bed, floating on an ocean, and like a shark was circling beneath. And at that point I was thinking to myself, man, stop doing drugs. Alright, what is this? You will read a journal. You have recently started keeping this journal of your activities. Well, how convenient. This is, by the way, based on some book. The journal of Jak Ohmsford. So let's go. How do we move forward? Well, had a fight with Dad again today. She said that I was wasting my time dreaming of adventure instead of getting work done. He said that anyone who wanted to be a hero was a fool, who didn't have enough sense to be afraid. She has no right to tell me that I can't be an adventurer. After all, he had his adventures and defeated the Warlock Lord with the sword of Shannara long before I was born. I told She I had no intention of wasting my life as an innkeeper in Shady Vale. The place could burn down for all I cared. I've seen She angrier than after I said that. He didn't say a word, just walked off. I figured that this was the perfect time to go fishing before he came back and yelled at me again. Now this is interesting. You see here the typical stuff, a hero comes to an age or somebody comes to an age and wants to be a hero. He's very impulsive and whatnot. And then his personal hobby is a fishing, right? Something for a retiree. Thus, I start this journal because I don't think I will be hanging around Shady Vale much longer after this fight. Besides, since the fish don't seem to be biting, I might as well write while sitting here. Alright. There's not much else, and what do we have here? Well, this is point and click adventure from sort of end tale of adventures. Around 2000, the adventures become extinct because as I guess as the video games were more popular, hard to say, it just disappeared.
Kinda Morden
said, "Good to see you streaming. Wow, this is something different. Did you play many adventure games in your youth?"
No, I didn't. Hello. I didn't play even this. I'm playing this for the first time. I played some Quest for Glory, some like local adventure games, but as I said, when I was a teenager, nobody was interested much in adventures, and certainly me neither. So we have a knife. Let's try to attack, I don't know. Attack the willow tree with a knife. And here you have typical answer. The willow tree have done nothing to harm you. Leave them alone. Well, the problem with adventures is this moon logic, right? You have to put, I don't know, basketball ball into your pockets to be able to ring on some building, so the window opens. Some parrot drops a pencil, and with a pencil you stab into the eye some enemy, and you can go forward. Yeah, and this is typical logic of the adventure game. So I think that probably contributed to the end of them. Take. So we took a fishing pole.
Kinda Morden
said, "I've actually never played one, and the idea of the moon logic infuriates me before I even play."
Yeah, that's the problem with them. I guess that's the most single difficult thing, because I was like, I was playing this game, and it was supposed to be a humorous game, and but the logic, it had no logic behind it. Again, it was moon logic, and you basically have to try everything on everything to just move forward, and I was just not prepared for that. Well, here you need to do something. I guess throw a stick on this. Throw. The stick gets tangled up in the branches of the willow. Luckily it drops into a stream and floats back to where you can grab out of the water. You tie the stick to the end of your fishing pole using some fishing line. You see, you can even combine stuff. And here, move the branches with the fishing pole. Yeah, and this is the moon logic. You combine fishing pole with a stick and you uncover the bird in a tree. Yeah, so this is it. You part the branches with your pole, revealing a bird's nest high up in the willow tree. It looks as though a piece of golden jewelry is hanging from the nest. Look at the bird. Magpies are notorious for collecting shiny objects. This one seems to have hit the jackpot with the golden locket that hangs from the nest. I was trying to take it so it's above your reach, so you try to catch the bird with a fishing pole. Yeah. And we poked the bird. You snag the golden object with your makeshift pole. It slides down the pole to your hand just as the stick breaks loose and falls into the stream. The object is a golden locket shaped like a shield. It depicts a coat of arms that you have seen somewhere before. And here we have a crazy frog. The squawking bird seems to have drawn the attention of Stuff of Nightmares, so we can try to retreat. Just as you turn to run for your life, a tall dark figure appears at your side. And here's our great friend. It doesn't have sound or what? You turn to face the mysterious person who aided you. The man gestures and a wave of heat flows over you. Your injuries heal before your eyes.
You are Jak Ohmsford. Your father is Shea Ohmsford. Your elven heritage is quite apparent. Why are you here?
What's going on here? What did you do to that
I
creature?
have made certain that it can no longer harm others.
Who are you?
My name is Allanon.
Allanon, the mysterious druid who guided your father on his quest to find the sword of Shannara. My name is Jak. How did you know who I was?
I know your father.
This is apparently a guy of few words. You studied the powerful man standing before you. You have only ever heard of one person like him. What's going on here? I demand answers.
Your home, Shady Vale, will soon be attacked by an army of monsters. I will go there and warn your father. You must go to Lee and warn Menion Lee that his kingdom will soon be under attack.
Do you mean me?
It is vital that someone warn Menion of the danger, and you will be safer in Lee than in Shady Vale.
If my home is in danger, I should go there.
You cannot be of any help there. Your father and I will defend Shady Vale.
Well, sounds like a plan. Safe, I'm not a child anymore. I can take care of myself.
As you were able to defend yourself against that creature? Without my help, you would be dead now.
Well, this guy certainly is not sugarcoating it. He tells it out like it is. Who are you to give me orders?
Who are you to question me, child? You know who I am. Allanon, the last of the druids. I could destroy you with a word. You will do what I say, because it must be done. And because right now you are the only one who can do it.
This is a typical stuff of these RPGs also. You see like a young person, a teenager who comes to an age and then is from the beginning implied to be kind of a chosen one. Well, obviously it's quite fitting for video games because you want to do great things. But you know, if it's in every game, then it kind of becomes a trope, I guess. Why should I go to Lee?
Shady Vale will be the first point of attack, but they will advance on Lee soon. Unless defenses are prepared, the city of Lee will be overrun.
We can't do that. I'm just a child, but this just cannot be. Isn't going to Lee
Yes,
dangerous?
the monsters are everywhere, but if you are careful, you can avoid most of them. However, there are dangers all around, and no place is safe.
How do I get to Lee?
You will need to travel east, cross the Rappahalladron River, and go up into the foothills. Listen to me, Jak. This is very important. The Shade of Brona has been summoned from the dead. His dark spirit seeks vengeance on all who opposed him. Your father is one of his targets, because Shea destroyed him long ago. Menion Lee is another. Unless he is warned, Brona will have his revenge. If you do not warn Lee, many will die. You must get there safely and quickly. Avoid monsters and take no chances. Good luck, Jak. We will meet again.
We will meet again. Before you can say more to him, Allanon strides off into the forest like some ominous black bird of prey, and you are alone in the woods. Now, Brona. It sure sounds like a Bronya is a local name. And Brona, okay, is a baddie. Before you start on your new adventure, you stop to write a few notes in your journal about your meeting with Allanon. And here we have a top-down view, and he told us to move to east. You travel through wilderness. You hear something moving in the forest just ahead of you. You stand perfectly still for a few seconds, then cautiously slip. You have come to a small clearing. A beautiful young woman lies trapped in their fallen tree limb. And now... Okay, well, there's like a chick meme where there's some woman trapped like this under a branch, basically, so... but it can be things, certainly.
Jak? Jak, is that you?
A young woman is lying on the ground. She looks familiar. But you're sure you would remember someone this lovely if you ever met her before?
Don't you recognize me? I know it's been a few years, but I haven't changed that much, have I?
Suddenly it dawns on you.
It's me, Shella. You know, Minion Lee's daughter? We used to spend time together when your father visited my father. Help me, will ya? I can't move this stupid tree.
Well, I tell you, when I was this young and I talked to some girl I really liked, I would freeze, certainly, so... the guy also seems to not utter a certain word. So how do we help her from a tree, right? Look at the tree. A tall, stately tree rises from the forest canopy. Well, that's a good idea. Kiss Shella.
Really, Jak? Could you get this log off me first?
Alright, she's not in the mood. I guess she has a headache. So let's look at her. Shella looks terribly uncomfortable on that log. Shella, is that really you?
Of course it's me, silly. I've grown a bit since we last met. You've grown some too. Would you mind getting me out of this?
Kynan Morden.
Said. BTW, what did you think of improved Anvil overall?
Well, I still plan to continue with that, and I haven't reached much improved content yet. I was doing just vanilla stuff basically, so for now I have no opinion of it yet. I expect it to be much more, you know, a lot of more contents touched. There's It really is just a one. It is inferior to tactics for sure. How did you get caught under that
I
tree?
saw some big ugly thing heading this way, so I tried to hide in this tree. I lost the monster, but this branch broke on me.
Oh, it sure sounds dubious. Are you
Other than
alright?
being penned here, I'm not hurt, if that's what you mean. I am getting a bit tired of just lying here, though.
How can
If
I
you
help
just
you?
move this log before some monster comes along and eats me, I'd really appreciate it, Jack.
She sounds a bit jaded, kind of bossy. Maybe we should attack her with the tree, with a knife. Attack an old friend when she's done. Some pal you are. We are not allowed to do that. So we will vent on our anger on the tree. Well, can we attack tree? Attack. Tree has done nothing to harm you. Leave it alone. Alright, so we have here a large rock. Put the first clearing on the large rock. You would have to be holding the first clearing before you can put it. What first clearing? Push. You put all your weight into moving the lock, but your feet keep slipping on the turf. You need to find something you can use to brace them. Think. It's too much too heavy. Listen. Nothing unusual move. Move the lock with large rock. You need to use something that will give you leverage. Can we cut this? Well, I want to cut with knife. Cut the lock with knife. You hack at the lock for a few moments, but then realize it's getting nowhere. Cut clearing. The first clearing has done nothing to harm you. Leave it alone. Cut the trees. Alright, let's try to use fishing pole on a large rock. Take. You can barely move this rock with some effort. It's much too heavy to carry. You wedge the stout pole under the rock and pull. This moves the rock a few inches towards Shella. After repeating the process several times, you finally get the rock close enough to do some good. So here's the rock somewhere, right? I don't see a rock anymore. So let's try to push it. You would have to be holding the first clearing. What first clearing? You need to use something that will give you leverage. Put a fishing pole on the first clearing. Something tells you to hold on to the fishing log. Well, cut the tree with a knife. Cut the first clearing with a knife. No. And where's the goddamn stone? A large rock. Can I simply take some forest clearing? Search. Alright, climb. What can I climb? There was something to climb, wasn't it? Push. You brace your feet against the large rock, then strain to move the heavy tree limb. Shella gets on one arm free and helps you lift. Finally, the two of you working together manage to move the fallen limb off of her. Suddenly, Shella grabs her bow and fires an arrow directly towards you. Well, look at that. You hear a roar just behind you and turn in time to see a monster fall to the ground, slain by Shella's arrows.
Got him. Now we're even. You saved me, I saved you. What's going on here? I've never seen so many monsters in my life.
It was Shella what Allanon told you.
Rona? But I thought your father destroyed him a long time ago.
Well, they will always recycle a good villain. You should know it by now. So she has some kind of a jester pants. Yeah, one is blue, the other is brown. Can we kiss her now? Okay, not into
Really,
it.
Jack?
Can we look at her? You were both children when you last saw Shalali. She has grown up into a beautiful young woman since then. Talk. Why are you here?
I was looking for my locket. I lost it on my last hunting trip.
What did your locket look like?
It's shaped like a shield with my family crest on it. It's on a golden chain.
How did you lose your locket?
I took it off while I was bathing in the Rappahalladron River, and a bird carried it off this way.
Oh, Rappahalladron River is apparently very popular spot. Do you go hunting often?
Yes, my father trained me. I'm a good scout and tracker. I'm also very good with my bow, as you can tell.
Well, unless you didn't hit me into a rear end. Why is the locket so
I don't know.
important?
It's just that my father always told me never to lose it. I promised him I'd be careful with it, so I really need to find it.
Well, it turns out we have some locket. Open. It doesn't seem to be kind of locket that opens. There. You briefly try on the locket and discover the chain was meant for a much slimmer neck than your own. Show locket to Shella. You take the locket from your backpack and ask Shella if it's hers.
That's my locket! How did you find it?
Well, you wouldn't believe. I combined the branch with a fishing pole to uncover a bird in the middle of a tree. Then he dropped the locket. Then monster attacked me. I found it in a bird's
I
nest.
knew that bird stole it. I just didn't have my bow ready at the time. Well, the least I can do to thank you is to take you to Lee. You'll need all the help you can get to avoid the monsters, but with me scouting for us, we'll have no problem getting there safely. Let's go.
Well, birds seems to be a real pickpocket. Now it's safe. You see that the ferry to Lee is missing. You are unable to cross the river as the ferry has been destroyed.
If we continue east, we should be nearing the Rappahalladron River soon. We'll have to cross it to get to Lee.
Okay, so...
Jack, wait! There are monsters over there.
Well, this is a monster, so let's avoid it.
They've seen us!
Right, okay, if it turns red... Damn. Orders. Small attack. So it has some combat. And the frog can do nothing. Damn, we can waste them like this easily. What are orders? Attack the strongest. I seem to be in front row. And yeah, we can cut through them.
We're really going out of the way to get to Lee.
Can we cross it over
Jag,
here?
we're going.
Can we cross it? Shall I just stand there, refusing to go any further in that direction? Can we cross it here?
We can ford the river here because the current is slower. But there are an awful lot of monsters around here.
Don't worry, you're safe with me. So this is the fabled Allanon River. And now she said northeast. Or east. So I guess she said east. This is watchtowers. Partia Shella points to the wall town of Lee to the east. The road appears to be clear of monsters, and your perilous journey seems to be complete at least.
I know exactly where we are now. Come on, I'll lead you to my home.
What a idyllic home. The castle, the couple of buildings. You quickly make your way to the city. The gates stand open. Apparently the monsters have not yet threatened the town itself. You have entered the Lee city gate with Shella. A road leads north towards the Lee mansion. Other roads spin through the city.
Princess Shella, you must go to the manor house as quickly as possible.
What's wrong, Thomas?
Your father has taken ill.
Jack, we need to get home quickly. Father's never ill, or at least he never admits it.
Okay, let's go there or talk to him. What's wrong with King Emmanuel?
That's all I know. I was told to inform the princess when she returned.
The city is in danger. We've been followed here by monsters.
Monsters? We've seen no monsters around here.
There's an army of monsters between here and Shady Vale. Be on guard and warn the others.
I'll notify my captain.
Thank you. Jack, come on. We need to alert my father.
My name is Jack. Pleased to meet you, Thomas.
Greetings, Jack. Any friend of Princess Shella is welcome in Lee.
Oh, this guy, surely.
See you later, Thomas.
Good day to you both.
This guy really seems pretty immersive. They wet all over themselves and they see a sprouted breath of nobility. Alright, so there's a plant in medieval settings. Smell the blossom of unusual spicy aroma. It wouldn't be smart for you to steal a plant while the guard is staring right at you. Knock on the door. You hear a muffled voice telling you to come in. Enticing herbal smells rise from the many sachets and bottles neatly arranged on the shelves. The man behind the counter looks up as you enter.
Ah, Princess Shella, welcome! Welcome, both of you! Now, how may I help you?
Hello, Jonas. My father is ill and we need your help.
I'll be happy to do whatever I can for you and your father.
Well, I think this is a Scottish accent. Apparently, no game could be complete without that. At least this kind of fantasy. What is it you do here?
I make herbal remedies for illness and sell herbs for all occasions.
Have you heard about King Mannion?
I heard that he was ill. I hope he's better now.
Oh, isn't your job to heal him?
I sent some herbs to the manor house to aid his breathing, but I can do no more until I know what's wrong.
Thanks for the information.
You're very welcome.
So we see he has a mortal and pestle, some book. And green potion, let's smell. Like a rotten compost. Take. You had some of this once you were younger. It's not an experience you would care to repeat. Alright, here's a magic lamp. So now we can leave by compass and... Okay. Let's go forward then. The cobblestone path leads from the gate to the grounds of Lee Mansion. The huge hickory trees are just turning to full colors, but the barren branches of the fruit trees and the dogwoods and coolness in the air reveal the presence of autumn.
There's my house up ahead. Let's go.
Well, here's the gardener. Talk. This man looks arrogant and unpleasant, although you can't really judge what is wrong with him. His face looks grim, and his left eye looks cloudy. You feel uneasy around him. Hello, I'm Jack.
Jack, we don't have time. Oh, hello. Who are you?
I'm the gardener.
What happened to Ernst?
Took sick.
There's a lot of that going around, I guess.
Do you know what's wrong with King Menu?
How would I know?
He's just a gardener, Jack, not a doctor.
Nice garden. The man just stares sullenly at you as if studying your face. Oh, it's something that makes you uneasy, certainly. So here's the rock. Look at the rock. They're heavy to carry. Fountain. The water has been let out in preparation for winter. There's some mint. You break off a small leaf and pop it into your mouth. Your breath now feels much fresher. Maybe we can.
Jack, I'm too worried to talk right now.
All right, let's go. Enter the mansion or look at the mansion. The Lee Mansion is the largest and most impressive building in the city. Knock.
Greetings, Princess Shella. His Highness, your father, is ill and has asked to see you.
Hello, Winston. How is he?
Not well, my lady. The sickness came on suddenly and has hit him hard. He's in his chamber.
We'll go see him right away. Come on, Jack. My father's room is upstairs.
That is the servant. Hello, I'm Jak Ohmsford.
Greetings, Master Jack.
Do you know what's wrong with King
He's
Manion?
very weak and disoriented. I have not seen him like this before.
Oh my, how long has he been
He
ill?
took ill 2 evenings ago.
So now he's in the middle of it,
Good day,
right?
sir.
Starve, let's go. They have a cool chair. Even ornament. Push. Nothing happens, so you can look at a dragon. Still is a dragon of Lee family coat of arms. So let's go to Starway. The smell of medicinal herbs fills the air of King Manion's bedroom. Shella rushes to the side of her father, still figure.
Father? Father, I've returned. Father, please, can you hear me? It's Shella. I've come home. Oh, Jack, he's not responding. I've never seen him like this before.
Well, this is a King Manion in not so representative state. Teacup. Smell. Although the leaves left in a teacup look like sassafras leaves, there's nothing odd about their odor. Break. Shella stops you from breaking the cup, saying that it might contain a valuable clue. You would have to be holding the bets. Okay. Drink. You raise the cup to your lips, but then realize that only dried leaves remain in it. Take. You pick up the teacup.
What do you want that for? It's just a teacup.
I thought it might be useful.
There are plenty of other teacups around here.
Well. She says nothing. Give it to Mantion. No reaction. Can we look at him? He looks pale like shadow. He does not seem to respond to your voice. Put Manion in the stream pot. Alright. Look at the steam pot. Pour the steam pot into a brazier. Well, smell. Okay. So let's talk to Shella. I've never seen a sickness like this before.
Neither have I. It doesn't seem natural.
Allanon said that Million would be in danger from Bronya.
But how? How could Brona have done this?
How can we warn the city when the King Minion can't hear us?
We warned Thomas. He'll tell the rest of the guards.
Thank God. Maybe you should just let him rest.
I guess so. It's just that... Never mind. I'm just worried about him.
So... Gargoyle couldn't push. Can I attack King? You know, assassination. Shella grabs you in an arm lock and you have a devil of a time trying to explain that you were just making some kind of sick joke. Alright. Attack Gargoyle. Okay, and did nothing to us. Attack Shella. Shella easily parries your attack with her stout bow and throws you in your backside for good measure. There's a painting. What is it? You would have to be holding the table before you can put it in a painting. Look. The painting is an early generation of the royal family. The small boy in the picture appears to be a much younger version of King Minion. Let me take it. Looks is heavier than... Okay, let me take it.
What are you doing with that? It's useful right where it is. It's helping my father to breathe.
Well, wait a second.
What are you doing with that?
I just wanted to look at it more carefully.
It's just some healing herbs boiling to help my father breathe. It sometimes helps someone who's sick.
Well...
What are you doing with that?
It was just lying around. I thought I might need it
later. You can't
later.
carry a pot of water around with you wherever you go. Besides, it's to help my father breathe.
Alright, so the bonus. Give the teacup to Shella. Shella looks the teacup over but says nothing. I guess let's go out of here. And we have Shella with us. By the way, she has inventory of her own. Kerchief, what is it? It's an oversized kerchief that Shella sometimes wears as a scarf to tie her back hair. So let's show this guy a teacup. Shella isn't holding the teacup. Well,
That appears to be one of the mentioned teacups, sir. What about it?
Is this the teacup from the night he became sick?
Probably, sir. He's not had any tea since.
What was in this tea?
It was only sassafras tea. The king drinks some every evening.
Who served this tea?
I did, sir. I do every evening.
Damn, you're a prime suspect then.
You're welcome, sir.
Well, Pop Tui. Look. Okay, can we read this? What is it about? Rules of Ruler. I, Morgan Lee, first ruler of the Kingdom of Lee, have scribed these words for my children and their children's children, that they might rule this land wisely and well. These are the rules of the ruler. Lead from the heart and mind, love the land, defend your freedom, respect God and heed those you rule. Leading the heart and mind. A wise leader requests and listens well to the advice of others. A wise leader considers all sides of a matter and weighs the consequences of his action. A wise leader must make the ultimate decision in any issue. A wise leader must make decisions and act quickly in times of need. A wise leader must know that sometimes there are no good solutions to a problem. Your actions and decisions, though necessary, may cause pain and even death to others. A wise leader must accept the responsibility for the consequences of his action. Well, you can see why Brona would dislike this guy. Loving the land. This is your home, the land of Lee. No, its mountains, its forests, its lowlands and grasslands. Explore it, wander every valley and hillside. Remember that this land is yours to protect and defend. And it's part of you, your birthright and your lifeblood. This is Lee. Defending your freedom. This is yours as long as you serve it. You must be willing to give your life for the things that you love. The price of freedom is high, but it is only when you risk everything that you will understand freedom's value. Respect guarding and protecting those you rule. When danger nears the kingdom, be strong and brave. Lead your soldiers to war gladly, knowingly that you are guarding the most precious of your treasures. Your people, your home, and your family. To assure the safety of your people, know your land thoroughly. Choose your own battleground and let the lay of the land aid you to victory. To protect your home, never let the battle come to the walls of Lee. Lee is a city of peace, not war. Protecting the royal family. To safeguard your family, prepare well for even the worst of circumstances. Through Lee may fall, as long as one of the family lives, it shall rise again. Thus, there's a passage to safely from manor to the outside. The secret of the crest of Lee and the key are to be passed down to the first child in each generation. Be certain he knows the importance of the key so that he will guard it and use it in the time of need. The secret of the crest. In the great hall of Lee, 3 chevrons lie upon a shield. Crossing axe and sword, the dragon watches the path of freedom. The crest is the key to safety. Remember always that the fate of the kingdom depends upon you. You must be a true leader. Only through wise leadership can peace prevail through the land. You see that this king has it figured out. Can we attack you? Winston clears his throat, as if to say that attacking him would be most unmannerly. And you sheepishly back down. Alright. Here's no longer the gardener. You peer into the hole and see a purplish strain where the roots have been pulled out of the ground. Shella tells you that sassafras roots are generally brown, and she surmises that the gardener must have been growing something else here. Search. Look. Okay, garlic. Smell garlic. Distinctive aroma pick. I refuse to come off the ground. Look at the garlic. Garlic is garlic. So let's go to this healer.
How is King Menion, Your Highness?
I'm afraid he's quite ill. We're going to see the herbalist.
I hope he'll be well soon.
Thanks, Thomas.
Nope. You hear the muffled voice again? This time it sounds annoyed. Open.
welcome again. What can I do for you now?
Oh, well, smell the teacup.
This is quite odd. The leaves in the cup smell like sassafras. Let me test this feather.
The herbalist puts a few drops of liquid into the cup, and then he looks through the big book on his table.
I suspected as much. This was made from the leaves of the dread dyer.
What's that?
Oh my
It's
god.
a plant in the sassafras family, but extremely rare and extremely poisonous. It produces symptoms exactly like King Minion's.
Is there an antidote?
I can make one up. Let me look in my book here. Here it is. Yes, oh no. I'm out of some of the ingredients. Well, I need some dogwood flowers, some cloves, and yes, I'm out of charcoal.
But dogwood trees don't bloom this time of year.
Well, that is a bit of a wee problem, isn't it? Still, I can't make the antidote without dogwood blossoms. You'll just have to find a way to get some.
Can we... Correct. Some powder. Well, the label says that it cures hives and stomachal ailments. It is empty. Empty. Drink. Oh, what about this? Well, let's go down out of here, talk to this guy.
Jack, we don't have time for this.
So in a journal, right? Lee. Arrived in Lee, met with Thomas, the gate guard, and he warned us that King Mannion is very sick. We visited the herbalist shop in Lee and met with Jonas, who agreed to help in any way he could. Shella and I went to see the King Mannion. He was lying in his bed, and I didn't respond when Shella tried to talk to him. He looks very bad. In Mannion's bedroom, I picked up the teacup beside his bed. There was some leftover tea leaves at the bottom, and I thought it might be important. Gave the teacup from Mannion's room to Jonas, the herbalist. He said the tea had been poisoned by dread dyer. He looked up to the antidote in his book, and he's got most of the ingredients in stock, but he said we need to find some dogwood flowers, some cloves, and some charcoal. Okay, notes. No notes. So let's find it. Tree can climb. A dogwood tree. Look. But it has no blossoms this time of year. Somehow you will have to find a way to turn autumn into spring here. It seems impossible task. Climb. Look at the tree. What is this? Well, let's go with this dude. King Mannion has been poisoned.
How? Who would do such a terrible thing? King Mannion is much beloved in Lee.
Your mind suspect. The second is the herbalist. The third is the gardener, and number 4 is the guard. And Shella is number 5. The tea that the King Mannion drank was poisonous.
It couldn't be, sir. I personally brewed it from fresh sassafras from the garden. I would never harm Mannion. I've been devoted to him since he was a young man.
Well, I've seen your prime suspect here, and you just basically said you served him the poison.
from the new gardener.
From the new gardener. We are trying to make an
Please
antidote.
hurry. I'm afraid he can't last much longer.
Oh no, Winston. Is he really that bad?
I'm afraid so, Princess Shella. I'm afraid so.
Also, let's check him up. He does not respond. Can we take it? The brazier is filled with hot embers. You burn your hand and quickly get mad. Smell. Okay. Oh, we took a pot. You gingerly picked the steaming herb pot, revealing the glowing charcoal in the burning grass you found there. What is it? It is a mess. No reaction.
Wait, you should leave the herb pot here.
What? Don't. Nothing new.
Oh no.
I'm afraid.
I can't find anything. Dude, we are screwed, Doc. How do you make an antidote?
I look up the poisonous substance in this book, and it tells me which herbs to use.
What is in that
Oh,
book?
it's my book on herbal remedies. I use it for everything I do.
Could this poison be accidental?
This herb can be mistaken for sassafras, but it doesn't grow around here. It's far too hot in the summer. Someone must have brought it down from the mountains to the north. So
Oh.
it could be an accident, but it's not likely.
If we find you the missing ingredients, can you make up an
Of course,
antidote?
but you must hurry. This is a very serious poison and could lead to death.
We'll find these ingredients as quickly as we can. Jack, let's go.
Oh, let's go, let's go.
Jack, we don't have time.
Can we simply leave?
Jack, we can't leave yet. We have to help.
Well, where's the goddamn pick? Cannot do that. What is this? Attack the guard with a knife. Almost before you have begun to move, the guard knocks you flat on your back. You quickly scramble to your feet again and look upon the guard with new respect. Well, he's well armed. He has an axe and two-handed swords, two belts. He even has these bracers, and almost if he had a hood, he would look like an executioner. Also, let's go again over here. Can I do something with fishing pole? Can I cut this tree? Come on. The dogwood tree has done nothing to harm you. Well, I want to cut mint with knife. Okay, cut garlic. And you toss it aside. Cut in a hole. Put the hole on the tree. What about climb? Perpetually open. What about these books? Take nice idea, but impractical. Well, must be something with this, right? Take. Pick the streaming hair pot, revealing the glowing charcoal. in a burning brazier below. Can we take it? Can we give him a pot? Sure, can I show it to Shella now? Drink.
I don't feel much like conversation right now. I just can't bear.
Well, I think we need some help. Give to...
Wait, you should leave the herb pot here.
Oh, but why?
I don't feel.
Well, she has a locket. Show him the locket. No reaction. Die. Shella says she's too young to tie herself down. Shella politely declined your request and holds tight to the handkerchief. Also, it must be something here, perhaps. Rocks. It's too heavy. Take a green potion.
What are you doing with that?
I think I can use it to help King Mannion.
Oh, there's not much left of that. Use it sparingly.
What about this steak? So we got an this show. Look. The bottle is labeled Turner's Plant Potion. The label says that it will greatly enhance plant growth, encouraging new leaves and blossoms. Also, we'll use it on the tree over there. On a dogwood. The entire content of the bottle pours out on a dogwood, and after a few moments the tree blossoms. Well, now we would cut it, right? Can't cut a dogwood tree with a knife. The flowers have done nothing to harm you. Well, the plant potion has greatly accelerated the dogwood tree's growth. The tree is in bloom. As thought, the season is spring rather than autumn. Smell the flowers. Oh, look at them. Tear. You tear one of the blossoms just to make sure they are real. The tiny flowers comes apart in your hand. The blossoms are clearly no hallucination. I'll take them then. You gather some of the delicate blossoms and carefully put them away. This seems to make the magic fade. The remaining blossoms fall to the ground and the tree returns to its annual state. Give flowers to Sheila. What? What should we
We
do
know that
now?
Father's been poisoned. It's up to us. Your guess is as good as.
Oh, where's her? Can we take her? Shall I shoot a bow at mansion? She refused to shoot at the door. Shall I give me your bow? I'll stand to the bow. Okay, so we have the stuff for a gardener. Oh my.
Jonas? Jonas! Jackie's dead. What happened to him?
I mean, in this town there's 5 people living. One is poisoned, one is dead. Herbalist talk to him. No, herbalist is Stone Cold Ditch. Oh, look at him. The herbalist is dead in a pool of blood on the floor. I shoot at him. Shella shakes her head and mutters something about ricochets. Well, let's finish him. The guy's already dead, leave him alone. Alright, let's see something in his arm. Take the paper. The paper is a page torn from a book. It reads, Antidote for dread dire poisoning.
What's that? It's the antidote. We can make it ourselves.
Well, luckily, that ain't. This blood-stained piece of paper has been torn from a book. It is a recipe for antidote to dread dire poisoning. It says to mix various common ingredients in a mortar. Someone has added a hand-penned note about needing charcoal, cloves, and dogwood blossoms. Well, we have the flowers. Alright, look. Give it to, I guess not. Alright. So we need to find charcoal, cloves. I have no idea what's cloves. Schachtel, look. Can we take them? Okay, no. What about bottles? Tank. No interest. Well, can we go there? Okay. Take a bottle. Old wine, oh my. Look at the barrel. Open barrel. It's empty. Knock a barrel. Tank. Take flask. Valve fumes. Take this. Right. Stuff. Look at the stuff. Okay, anything. I can take this, right? You pick up the mortar and pestle and examine them carefully before placing them on the table. They look well used and well cared for. You mix the flowers with the mortar and pestle. You start to mix the antidote, however, you seem to be missing some of the ingredients.
Don't we need some charcoal? Let's find.
Well, let's find charcoal. The gardener is
Thomas, the herbalist has been killed.
Jonas dead? How?
He was murdered.
dead. It reminds me of this video from YouTube when there's something about the Scandinavian murder mystery stories, and they happen in a village where there live 7 people, and you know, when one of them is killed, it's like, or 2 of them is killed, it's like a 30% of inhabitants. Well, I've seen a charcoal was in that frying pan.
Winston, how is my father now?
Not good. He's become feverish. Does the herbalist know a cure?
The herbalist is dead. He's been murdered.
No, you must do something, Your Highness.
You people are helpless.
Please,
Oh,
I'm afraid.
Well, what suspect such guy, right? Brazier intake. Well, where's the charcoal or something? Yep. Revealing the glowing charcoal in the brazier below. And take a search. You might be able to find one of the antidote ingredients here. There are no cloves in the herbal mixture, but the fuel in the brazier draws your attention. Meaning... What the hell is some cloves? Well, we have this. How can we combine it? You might upset the balance. Well, can you do something, lady? I talk to Shea.
I don't feel much like conversation. Wait, you should leave.
Well, there's something we need to do about that. There's some charcoal or something. Oh, give it to Shea.
I don't feel.
Shea pours the water from the pot of herbs onto burning charcoal. The fire in the brazier goes out. So we can take it now. Be careful, pull a piece of charcoal out of the hot water. Give it to me. Look at that charcoal. It's soaked through and through. Show to Shea.
Jak, you did it.
You did it. Jak, you did it. Now there's some cloves. What is cloves? Oof.
Please hurry.
Oh no.
I'm afraid.
Set aside. Huge and ancient. Well, let's read the good tree. And there's nothing else. So let's try it over here. Oh, they're clearly
I'm so glad
body.
they took Jonas away. It was awful being here with him lying there.
Stomach turning, no doubt. What ingredients?
Don't we need cloves for the antidote? Let's go get some.
But what is cloves? Is cloves. Let's talk to this guy. What happened to the herbalist?
His family took his body away.
What's going to happen to herb shop?
His wife was going to lock it up, but I told her you and the princess needed some things for King Menion. She said to take whatever you need for the king.
Thanks, Thomas.
Has anyone going in and out gates recently.
Not since the gardener left.
Oh my god, it was the gardener. Sign. Let me go down over here.
Jack, we can't.
Well, the lady tell me to call what the costs are. Can we talk to
We've
her?
got to make an
Something here. Search. Oh, not interested in mint. Mint. Garlic. Can we take garlic? Well, it's just a 3. Enter. Isn't it somewhere in here? Tell me about clothes, man.
Please hurry.
Oh no.
I'm afraid.
Can we take it? Okay, this is enough. No. Take. Maybe it's in here. Open. Shall can you open it?
We need to hurry.
Look. Hey, it contains some cloves, Simon, and some dried rose. Well, we need to take it then. Take. Oh, we have it. Great. Open. I assume put this in. You mix the charcoal, the dogwood blossoms, and some cloves from the potpourri in the mortar, and according to the instruction on the antidote paper. Then you rummage around the shop for the other ingredients listed on the page. It takes a while, but you eventually find them, and the antidote is complete.
That's it. Let's take it to my father.
You both run back to the manor house as quickly as possible, and Shella gives the antidote to King Mannion. His body is rigid, and she can only get him to swallow some of it before the rest spills out of his mouth.
Nothing's happening. You don't think we're too late, do you?
One of the servants shows you to your room and brings you something to eat. You spent a restless night worrying and wondering whether King Mannion will live. It's nearly dawn before you finally sleep. You awaken to a knock on the door. Winston stands there with a with a smile on his face.
Master Jack, King Minion wishes to speak with you now. He's in his chamber with Princess Shella and the druid Allanon.
Ah, the druid is here. The sound of Shella laughter greets your ears as you enter the seeking Mannion, looking healthy again. You are surprised to see the dark figure of Allanon standing beside the bed.
Jack, come in. I must thank you for saving my life. Shella told me everything. After all the times I got your father out of trouble, you turned around and saved me. Tell Shea about that when you get home.
Jack isn't going home from here. He needs to go to Tircis to get the Sword of Shannara.
The Sword of Shannara? Allanon, you don't mean to send this boy after Brona?
Jack is about the same age you and Shea were when the two of you journeyed to face the Warlock Lord.
But we were young fools with no thought of danger. You need experienced adventurers like Shea and myself for such a dangerous mission.
Shea needs to defend Shady Vale, and you need to protect your kingdom. You are no longer a heedless young prince. You are a king, and you have your duties. Jak must go to Tircis and warn King Balinor. I must go to the Valley of Shale and speak with the Shade of Bremen. I will meet Jak in Tircis.
You don't mean to send Jak off by himself?
I'll go with him.
No.
Father, Jak and I have already proven that we make a good team. We got here safely through all those monsters, and we made an antidote for your poison. Besides, when you trained me, you said I was almost as good with a bow as you were.
No, I will not allow you to go. This isn't some jaunt in the forest. It's a perilous and deadly mission.
If Shella is indeed as good as you were, Jak will need her help.
No, Allanon. She is my daughter, and I will not lose her. I will send my best soldiers.
Father, please.
Shella, you will not go.
Then you will all excuse me. Jak, I'll see you later.
Shella leaves the room rapidly, barely preventing herself from slamming the door behind her. Let's talk to Minion. Are you alright now, sir?
I will be, thanks to you.
I couldn't save your herbalist. Shella was a big help getting
My
here.
guards will help you to get to Tircis.
When will I be
You
leaving?
need to leave as soon as possible. Tomorrow morning I will make arrangements for your journey.
Thank you, sir. And look at the druid and his sword. Allanon stands watching you with his deep gaze and mocking look. It is almost as if he can read your mind. Why are you sending me to Tircis?
You need to warn Balinor that the Warlock Lord has returned. Furthermore, you will need to claim your elvish birthright as heir to the Sword of Shannara. You must face and destroy Brona forever.
Damn this Brona. Why me?
Only a descendant of the House of Shannara can use the sword. And you and your father are the only heirs who yet live.
I thought my father destroyed Brona.
Shea did destroy the Warlock Lord. However, some awful magic has summoned him from the dead. How this was done I do not know, but I will find out.
Well, I thought maybe this guy knows everything. Why is Bronya so dangerous?
Brona has knowledge of all the ancient magics. He will use this power to dominate the world. Many creatures will follow his lead gladly, hoping to destroy forever the races of dwarf and elf and man. Now, because he is a creature of death, he has command of the dead as well. They rise from their graves to follow his command. The Dark Lord desires revenge, and he will destroy everything to gain it.
Sure. Why do I need to watch the Sword of Shannara?
The Sword of Shannara destroyed Brona before, and it is the only thing he fears. It lies in a vault in Tircis, where your father left it to stand as a symbol of peace and freedom. You must take the Sword of Shannara and guarantee that promise once more.
This Sword of Shannara really looks like something dubious. It destroyed Brona, but not really. Why aren't you going with me?
You are a child no longer, and no one needs hold your hand. I have things that I must do, things I must learn. Take someone you can trust to aid you. Avoid any encounters that you can, and you should have no problem reaching Tircis without me. I must go my own way.
How do I get to Tircis?
There is a road from Lee which leads directly to Tircis. It is a journey of several days.
If I'm to go on this journey, then I could better be
You are
prepared.
welcome to anything you need from my supplies, Jak. I'll assign some people to go with you after I speak a while with Allanon.
Use your own knowledge and judgment in what you do. Those are your greatest tools and strongest weapons. Farewell, Jak, and good luck.
Thank you for your aid in restoring our king. Lee's monarch still reigns because of you. Princess Shella left the mansion a few minutes ago. She seemed rather upset.
Shella steps out of from behind the fountain.
Jack, there's no way I'm gonna let you go off into danger without me. You're gonna need my help.
Oh, let's talk to her then. Your father said you couldn't go with
Even
me.
Allanon thinks it's a good idea. I know my father's just trying to protect me, but if Brona isn't stopped, no one will be safe.
Oh, exactly. Your father will send a guard with me. I don't need your help.
You know I'm more useful than any guard. I can scout the best trails and avoid the monsters. And I'm deadly with a bow. You need me, Jack. You know you do.
It's too dangerous for you to go with me.
Don't you see? You'll be in more danger without me. Unless you get the sword of Shannara and defeat Brona, the world will be destroyed. Only you and your father can use the sword, and your father is getting a little old to be a hero. I can take care of myself. I'm not afraid to face danger. Besides, if you think I'm going to miss out on an adventure like this, you don't know me very well.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see if we can get out of here before they close the city gates.
Sounds like a plan. Oh man. It's closed already.
Thomas, we need to get outside the gates.
I'm sorry, Princess Shella. My orders are that no one leaves Lee right now.
Jack has to leave. It's critical.
I can't let anyone out without command of King Menion.
This guy is his absolute servant. I've got to get to Tierces as quickly as possible.
I'm sorry, I have my orders.
No problem. World can burn. I have my orders. You've got to open these gates.
I'm not allowed to let anyone leave. There are monsters out there.
King Menion knows I need to leave the
Then
city.
King Menion will let my captain know, and he'll tell me to let you out. Farewell.
See you later, Gator. Someone pulls you down. I was trying to open it. Can we open here? The shop is closed. Oh, let's look at the journal. King Menion is healed. Allanon said that I had to go to Tierces to speak with King Balinor and get the sword of Shannara. He will meet me later in Tierces. Shella and I tried to get out of town by the front gates. Alright, we know that.
Now what? Even you can't leave now. We've got to figure out some way to get out of here.
You could try talking to your father again.
My father is a very stubborn man. If Allanon can't convince him, then nothing you and I could say would help.
We are not prepared to leave now. We need to plot.
I'll take care of that. I know where I can get some more things without being seen.
Damn. There must be another way out of Lee.
Well, there's a secret passage out of the mansion somewhere. I read about it when I was a child. Here, take my locket. Go to the main hall, show Winston the locket, and tell him to meet me in the library. See if you can find the entrance to the secret passage. I'll get some equipment and meet you as soon as I can. See you later.
Shella runs off towards the mansion, leaving you a little overwhelmed by her energy.
May I inquire why you have this, sir?
Shella wanted to see you in the library.
Very good, sir.
Winston bows slightly and leaves the room. So, save it. Well, can I create another save? Well, apparently. Okay. So there was something written in this book about some secret passage. Oh, you want to go... In the great hall of Lee, 3 chevrons lie upon a shield, crossing axe and sword. The dragon watches the path to freedom, the crest is key to safety. The crest is key. Oh, here's a dragon, here's a 3 chevrons. This is the royal crest of the House of Lee. It looks like the one on Chella locket. The crest is firmly embedded on the wall. This crest certainly looks as though it might be concealing something, but you still need to figure out what to do with it. Push. You push, nothing happens. Push. Sit. Take. Push. Lift. Take. Well, what about... You can't find a place in the crest that the locket will fit, but while you are looking at it so closely, you notice that the dragon's eye just above the crest has exactly the same shape as the locket. You hold Shella locket up to the dragon's eye and push. You can feel it click into place. Ooh. Suddenly, the panel below the crest opens to reveal secret
Jack,
passage.
you did it. I've got the supplies. So that's why my locket was so important. It opens the secret passage. Let's get out of here before my father finds out.
Now I imagine the bird stole it. Together you move into secret passage. You shut the panel behind you as Sheila lights a lantern. Sheila hands you the equipment she brought with her. You sneak through the dusty narrow corridors that run along the walls of the mansion. They lead to a carefully constructed underground passageway. You travel for a long distance in the stuffy dark shaft. At least you reach the end of the passage. A huge stone door blocks the way out. With Shella's help, you shove the door open and walk out into the forest. Behind you, the door closes into the huge rock from which it was carved. No amount of effort will open the door from this side.
I know where we are from here. Let's go.
So I need to go to
I recognize
Tircis.
this area. The road to Tircis is west of here. We can follow it all the way there.
Alright, let's save. West of here, that's this way. And then we simply need to follow this. Oh my god, monster. Attack. There's the 2 monsters. Go to hell, monster. Oh, they are quite stronger than them. I guess there's no level up. No.
The ferry crosses the river near here. It's the only way to ford the Rappahalladron at this point.
Oh my god, again the Rappahalladron. You walk out the forest down towards the ferry crossing on the Rappahalladron River. You are greatly surprised to see someone standing in your way.
What are you doing here?
Waiting for the ferry.
Gardener. The gardener from Lee still looks arrogant and pleasant and vaguely malevolent. Why did you leave Lee?
Illness in the family.
Why did you murder the herbalist?
Fools. In the name of my master, Brona, I will destroy you both. Attack!
Jesus Christ.
Destroy them both.
Oh, we don't have health.
Take that, bastard!
The gardener seems to sneer at your attacks and does not appear to be harmed. That was the... Jeez, retreat. As you both start to back up, you realize they have you pinned against Deep Gully. You have no place to retreat. Shit. This doesn't look good. Jeez, they literally killed us. Try again. We need to get there with more health. Avoiding the monsters apparently. You do not regenerate, it seems. Okay, we avoided those.
The fairy cry. What are you?
Wait.
Oh, it's safe. Do you know about the Dreadfire?
Fools. Attack! Destroy.
Well, let's try some other orders then. Attack the closest. Attack the leader.
Take that back.
This guy a leader, really? He's gone. Damn, Shelley's in trouble. We cannot hit him. Let's attack, I guess, the weakest. Damn. What is this? Well, try again.
Destroy.
Oh, there's... Ignore the leader, I guess. Or ignore the leader.
Take that.
It could be random for sure. Yeah, let's destroy his frogs. The gardener seems to sneer at your attacks and does not appear to be harmed. Oh, we need to... Is actually Shella attacking the other.
When we meet again, you will die.
Man.
It just disappeared.
Well, Shella is really useful then. Look at the tree. Oh, look how much garbage we have now. 3 rows of it. Water, rope, lantern, oil, sword even. Can I use it or? Sure. This is nothing. Alright, we have food, tinder books. A puppetry, this paper, fishing pole. Alright, so we are a duck. look at the mechanism. You see the frame where a pulley is supposed to rest. Unfortunately, the rope and pulley are not attached. It's on this side of the river. The river is too rapid here to cross without a ferry. Currently, the ferry raft is on the far side of the river. The ferry is designed to work with a rope and pulley system. Someone has removed the pulley from its post on this side. The pulley is floating in the river on the end of the ferry rope. Let's catch it by a fishing pole. Catch the rope with a fishing pole. You cast the line into the river several times before you finally manage to snag the rope and pulley and pull them into shore.
You've got it. Now let's fix this ferry.
Pulley. You managed to pull pulley system for the ferry back together. It should work properly now. Unfortunately, the ferry rope won't move for some reason. Take. Turn. Something's holding the ferry rope in place. You can't get the rope or pulley work at all. I still have this, right? Cut. Okay. Mechanism. Okay, now what about tinderbox? Well, it's not going to do nothing. On the brake, look at the brake. The ferry control houses the pulley and brake system for the ferry. The brake system is controlled by a large lever that has been pulled towards you. This is keeping the raft locks in place. Look at the brake. Oh. Put a fishing pole on the brake. Be on your reach. Tie rope to the brake. Let's move. Attack. She has some bow or something.
That's an easy shot for...
Shella casually pulls back her bow and takes aim. Her arrow flies straight and through across the river and releases the ferry brake.
There!
You pull the ferry easily over to your side of the river. As you board the ferry and start to haul your way across the swift waters of the Rappahalladron River, Shella watches the bank behind
Jack!
you.
Monsters, they're coming out from the woods. Hurry!
With all your strength, you pull on the pulley with the rope while Shella holds the monsters of Vidaros. As you climb up, you can feel the ferry lurch as a huge creature on the far side tries to pull it back. With your sword, you slash the ferry rope. The ferry floats
At least
down
that should
the river.
slow down Brona's monsters. We can send someone from Tyrsis to fix it later.
Together you set off on the road to Tyrsis. Look for the monsters. So here you see it. You basically use a fishing pole and arrow to fix the river.
The road to Tyrsis leads northward, then cuts east as we climb up the hill.
East. Let's go to the east then. You're traveling through the land of Calahorn. This road is your bank. Give me a break, monsters.
The road to the west leads to Kern, where my mother grew up. The north road leads up to the mountain area to the fortress of Tircis.
So this is Tircis.
Look up there on the cliffside. You can see the fortress walls. We'll be there by dark. We need to follow the road upward. The mountain cliffs around here are pretty steep. The road eastward...
Jesus Christ, we don't have health. Orders, attack the closest. Attack the same as I do. Follow me on my lead. That's the one. That's literally the one. Damn this guy. Shit. Oh, shall I use the Slayer? Party on stone ramp. Luckily. Shall I use the fighter here, apparently? Party on a stone ramp. You approach the fabled city of Tircis, built upon a high plateau and protected by sheer cliffs to the south. It has stood as an impenetrable fortress for centuries. As you climb up the immense stone and iron rampway that rises to the gates of Tircis, you remember the stories your father and uncle told you of Bellinor and Menion defending the city against Bruna armies. Shella is equally quiet and looks as though she too is remembering tales of her father. The ramparts of the fortress are lined with torches. You see figures moving around the outer wall. Nearing the city gate, you pause as the odor of decay assaults your nose, and a chill runs through your body.
What's going on here? Those aren't people. They're corpses. Walking corpses are trying to get into Tircis. Guard! Guard!
Who's out there? Announce yourself!
Princess Shella of Lee and Jak Ohmsford.
Well, your highnesses, you better go find some safe place to hide. You can't get in here while these monsters are around.
What should we do? We can't just stand here waiting for dawn. The monsters will catch up to us. We've got to get into the city.
Safe. Ghost them with oil. They want flesh of your bones. Well, it's trying to rope them. I'll attack them with the sword, I guess. Oh my god, they're attacking
Look
us
out!
too.
They're attacking!
Oh, we are full health. Attack the closest. No, attack the same as I do. What? Well, she does damage. Although you have managed to destroy two of the Walking Dead, more quickly arrive to take their place. Arrow slit, well, could you shoot through that? While we understand the public's frustration with Windows in general, it's not appropriate to vent these emotions on this window in particular. How about some rope then? Tie rope to torch. Can't get enough to anywhere. Tracking the zombies. Well, we can go over here.
Those corpses seem to be all around the city.
We retrieve the rope. Shall I shoot in here? Shall I fires a shot in the arrow slit, but the arrow glances off and falls harmlessly to the ground. Oh, there's zombies everywhere.
Looks like the cliff's too steep to go any further. We don't want to get any closer to those corpses.
Oh, look. You smell the sweet odor of sharp-pointed aromatic leaves. Take. Oh, we have a branch. Wow, sure. Says nothing. Break. Burn. It could make a good torch. Smell. Well, with the oil. Lantern, well, tinderbox.
At least this path is wide enough to avoid the corpse.
Can we attack them with this? No. Hey, here's some house.
Finally, a place with no walking corpses. It smells so much better here. Smoky, but better.
Okay. Burn. Door knock. You hear some movement in the hut.
Hello? Can you help us?
Go away!
Break.
Look, we're tired, we're cold, and all we want to do is sit by your fire for a while.
Just a minute.
Oh, now we're talking. You hear the bolt being drawn, and the door opens. You must bend over to enter this small hut. It's cramped inside, and you and Shala kneel on the earthen floor. The hut is surprisingly neat and well built, and the warmth of the fire feels wonderful after the chill winds outside. There's an odor of wood and a sweet smell of smoke from the fireplace. The fire lights the hut with a warm glow. Some pots and pans are stacked neatly by the fireplace. A whittled stick rests against the wall. The only furnishing is a short bench by the fireplace, and on the bench is the hut's inhabitant, a grizzled dwarf. By the way, dwarfs also want to be destroyed by Bronya. You introduce yourself and he mumbles, Brandel. Then he stares at you with disgust.
Why are you here?
Well, it's obligatory attack. Attack Brandel with a knife. The dwarf is small but strong. You are not sure you could take him in a fight, and you decide that now is not the time to find out. Attack with a sword. Sam. So let's talk to him. We have come to warn Tircis about the monsters.
You're late. Monster's been here for weeks now.
We need to talk to King Balinor about Brona's return.
Brona back? How do you know?
Allanon told us.
Allanon, eh? He should know. Bad news. Very bad.
We can't get near the gate because of the walking corpses.
You talked to the guard?
The guard won't let us in until the walking corpses are gone.
Sounds like him.
Why aren't there any walking corpses around here?
Don't know. Haven't been bothered lately. Used to have to fix the hut every morning after they got through with it at night.
How do you survive the walking corpses?
Mostly, I avoid them.
You need a safe place to stay for the
Can't
night.
stay here.
Why not?
No room. Hut's too small.
Are you serious?
Can't stay.
Why not?
No room.
Yeah. Do you want to say
We'd like
something?
to introduce ourselves a bit more properly. I'm Shella Lee, and this is Jak Ohmsford.
Lee and Ohmsford. Okay, I'm Brendel.
What do you want to do now?
We've got to figure out what's keeping the walking corpses away from here. Maybe it's the smell. Have you been cooking something different lately?
Out of food. Out of wood, too, but for what's on the fire.
Shall we go?
Not yet. I'm too tired and hungry to face either the cold wind or the walking corpses.
Take chopping block. Look. Take a pan. Cooking support tank. What do you have over there? Well, let's give him some food then. It's not polite to just drop food into someone else's pot. Perhaps it would be better to offer Brandel instead. You hand some of your food to Dwarf.
No thanks.
Why not? You're helping us by sharing your hut. The least we can do is share some food.
Dwarf eyes you both suspiciously, then shrugs. He takes her food, mixes in some spices, then cooks a warning, tasty stew, which she shares with you both.
This stew is great. What did you use to flavor it so?
Laurel smoke adds a lot.
Laurel? Isn't Laurel supposed to drive away evil?
Could be. Now that you mention it, haven't noticed the walking corpses around here since I started burning it.
What was that about Lore?
Since I started burning it, I don't think I've been bothered by the corpses.
Do you have some lore wood we could borrow?
Sorry, I'm out.
Do you know where we can get some laurel wood?
I think there's a laurel bush on the other side of the castle.
Well, we've been there. Why are you here?
The dwarves of Cullhaven sent me to get back Hendel's mace.
Oh, Hendel's mace. Oh, we have this for you.
I'll use these branches to make a torch. You can use it to drive off the walking corpses and get into the city.
Why don't you come with us?
Can't get past the gate.
Why not?
Guard won't let me in.
We'll try to talk him into it. Besides, if this doesn't work, we could use your help.
All right, here's the torch. Let's go.
We have another party member. As you bring the laurel torch near the walking corpses, they seem to paw at the air around them, then move.
Yes! That did it! Hey, guard!
What is it now?
Duck. We've got 3 of the walking corpses.
How? Well, what do you know? The debtors are gone.
Let us in.
Sure. Hey, who's that with you?
It's our friend, Brendel.
We don't allow dwarves in Tyrsis.
Why not?
We don't need no non-human scum here.
No. Clearly there's enough human scum here already.
Well, you see here the cliche of 1990s, right? Today we've moved on for better and greater things, but Times change, but not that much. We will vote for him.
Oh, right. The king and queen of Lee come to call on King Balinor in the middle of the night with a dwarf. Sure.
I am Princess Shella of Lee.
Oh, pleased to meet you, your highness.
The dwarf handler saved the city of Tircis during the war.
Yeah. And her highness's father is the king of Tircis.
Dwarves are allies and
You
friends.
can have a dwarf for a friend. You just can't bring him into Tircis.
What's going on
The debtors
here?
come out at night, and the gate is shut. That's the way it's been for weeks now.
Excuse me a minute.
Yeah, take your time. I ain't going nowhere.
Let me talk to her. What now?
We need to get this oath to let us all in. Guard! The monsters are gone, so open the gates.
Well, you and the kid can come in, but not the dwarf.
We won't come in without our friend.
Good luck out there.
We need to get in soon. The torches are burning out.
Will you please let us in? It's dangerous out here.
Get rid of the dwarf, and I'll pass you through.
Let's
If
try
you think of something,
else.
let me know.
What does he have? Knife and pot. What's going on here?
Figured this would happen. Hey, guard, you gonna let us in?
Go away!
I can't believe Tircis has turned against dwarves.
You can see for yourself. It's important these two see the king. Open the gates.
I told you, no dwarfs!
What do
You two go in. I'll go back to my hut.
No. We said we'd get you into the city.
We can stay out here all night.
It's not fair. If Brendel can't get in, we shouldn't either.
There's no room in my hut for you, so go into the city. I'll be okay.
We could talk to King Balinor about this.
Yes. I'm sure he'll do something about this.
It's an idea.
We will go figure out some way to get into the
Look,
game.
it's late. I need some sleep. Maybe I'll see you again sometime.
Good night, Brendel.
Jack, Brendel, can't we work this out?
Some other time, maybe. So, guard, you gonna let these two in or not?
No, N-O, no dwarfs!
They aren't dwarves.
Okay, you two. In. Dwarf, you try anything, I'll put a crossbow bolt into you quicker than I can look over the top of you.
Goodbye. For now, Brendel.
Bye. Oh, yeah, and thanks for trying.
You make your way through the darkened streets of Tircis. Even inside the fortress, walking corpses try to attack you. They are quickly driven off by smoke from your torch. You cross the bridge of Sandik, which reaches from lower parts to the main gates of the castle, and below you is the vault of a sword of Shannara, aglow with strange burning light. As you look down at the tomb, you see walking corpses approaching the vault. They gather around it like moths circling a flame. At the gates of the castle, the night guard lets you both inside. You are shown a place to stay. In the morning, a servant takes you to see the castle overseer, the seneschal.
You wish to see King Balinor Bacana? I'm afraid the king is far too busy to see just anyone who wanders into Tircis in the dead of night without proper escort or writ of passage. You two may not have noticed, but Tircis is in a state of emergency. If you'll declare your business, I will judge if it is of sufficient value to disturb His Majesty.
You walk into the seneschal.
The insignia of the House of Lee. I presume this is yours, Princess Shella.
No, I stole it.
Very humorous. However, I will make the proper arrangements, and perhaps the king will be able to see you sometime later.
It's critical that we see him as soon as possible.
I will so inform His Majesty.
The seneschal leaves you waiting for a long time while a servant stands watching you. Finally, he returns and escorts you through the door to the throne room of the king. He announces you to King Balinor, bows and exits. Oh my, look at that.
So Brona is behind this rising of the dead. When Shea destroyed him long ago, we hoped the Warlock Lord was gone forever. Each night, for weeks now, the risen dead roam the streets of Tyrsis, attacking everything. The Border Legion defends the weaker sections, but much of the city is still overrun. When a guard dies in battle, he rises again as a walking corpse, and our guards must fight the bodies of fallen comrades. It seems hopeless. Thanks to you, we can drive them off with Laurelwood, but that's a temporary solution. We need to use the Sword of Shannara to defeat Brona once more. But the Sword Vault has been surrounded by a magical barrier from the time the dead first attacked the city. None can pass that barrier, and none can defeat it. Our only hope is that Allanon will arrive soon and find a way for you to regain the sword.
But Allanon's journeying to the northeast. We don't know when he'll get here. We can't just wait for him.
Princess Shella, you and Jak Ohmsford seem to be the pawns of destiny against Brona this time. Do whatever you think is necessary to regain the Sword of Shannara. I have vital business with the Parliament for most of the day, so you will be on your own. You must forgive me, for I must return to my duties. I will speak with you both later.
You both bow to His Majesty King Balinor as you leave the room.
His Majesty has given you permission to wander through Tyrsis unescorted and unsupervised. I suggest that you refrain from random pilferage and destruction.
Oh my, so book Street. Think. Ledger, read the ledger. He doesn't like it. What about door? Open. Jeez.
What is that thing? It looks like a wall.
Well, let's save. Flame barrier. Do we have some water? I have water. Put the water on the flame barrier. The water does nothing. Magical flames. Look. Touch. I don't think I put out. There's no effect whatsoever. Enter. Can we collapse the bridge on it? This magical flame barrier or bridge. Do we have something cool? Fishing rod. Well, oil. Add oil to the fire. Neither increases or decreases intensity. Shall I put the locket? Vault, look at the vault. Shoot. What does this castle keep? What about the ruins? Oh, I guess we won't do much here. So let's go over there.
I was here with my father when I was a child. He told me how he and Hindle rushed down here to close the passageway that led to this cellar. When they got here, Stenman's men burst up through the trap door on the floor. My father has no idea how many men he killed that night. It took all his strength to seal off the trapdoor before more soldiers could enter. Suddenly Hindle called his name. My father looked up and saw Hindle collapse to the floor, dead. My father ran to Hindle and held him. He couldn't believe that Hindle was dead, until the mace slipped from his hand. Then father heard a sound behind him. It was Stenman trying to escape up the stairs. Before my father realized it, he had grabbed Hindle's mace and raced after him. Stenman died in this room at my father's hand.
The barn has served and is now suitable for take bottle. We took empty bottle. Fill the bottle from the crack. You fill the empty bottle with spoiled wine from the crack. Smell. Drink. Show to show. This is nothing. Look. Some wine gear. Can we break it? Put the into bottles. Look at the bottles. Take. You select a good vintage and take a single bottle of the wine. So we have another bottle of the wine. Chew. Smell. Drink. You decide to end break. Open. Okay. Well, let's put there this instead, right? I guess not. Can we combine those? Okay, no. Nothing about the barrel. What about trapdoor? Unlock. Unlock it a bit. Here. The locks are melted down so that this trapdoor will probably never be opened again. Fire the trapdoor with a sword. It will never work. What about a fishing pole? Alright, let's get out of here. Open or look.
You may not disturb His Majesty unless you are invited to do so.
The musty smell of books and burning candles fills your nostrils as you enter the large library.
And I thought my father had a big library. This is amazing.
Well, there's a book in it. Look. Take it. What about these books? Ancient Read. And you catch the look in Shella's eyes. You look around and notice that the books on the shelves are fairly ordinary, but the book about the history of the war on the Leidingstein is something unique. Your eyes is also drawn to the odd book in the locket cabinet. Open. There's no telling who has the keys. Bookshelf. Look. Look. Look at a map. Shady Vale, Tircis. And I guess this is all of it. I'll read. Nothing. The droids keep where he and Allanon first saw the Sword of Shannara, the Hall of Kings. This is a deadly passage through which Allanon led Shea and Balinor on the way to the droid keeps Coolhaven. Coolhaven is a small dwarvish town on the western border of the Eastlands. Now Borlon, the land of the elves, lies in the northwest of Tircis. This is our home. The Wallet Fortress of Tircis lies in the foothills of the central mountain range. Plague. The elaborate script on the plague reads the elves of Arbolorn shall forever stand as allies to the people of Tircis. It is signed by King Balimor Buckenhane of Tircis and King Eventine Alacidil of Arbolorn. You would have to look. The old leather book's title is engraved in an elaborate flowing script, The Great War of Tircis. Too far to heavy read. Oh, look at that. A rainbow.
Doesn't that look like a picture of Brendel? The caption says this is a drawing of Hindle. Do you suppose they were related? There's certainly a resemblance.
Maybe. Book. Think too heavy. Can also read it. The Great War of Tircis, being an account of the last war of the races, the deaths of King Rule, Buckenhane, and Prince Palance Buckenhane, and the fall of the gates of Tircis. The war begins. The war begins. King Cruel Buckenhane had ruled Tircis wisely and well for 30 years of peace and prosperity in the land of Calahorn. His two sons, Crown Prince Balinor and Prince Palance, also had the respect and love of the people. Prince Balinor was noticed as a leader of the Border Legion, the soldiers of this land. The fortress of Tircis stood proudly as a symbol of the strength and power of this nation. It was a fierce winter storm that raged the day, and the dark stranger came to speak with King Rule and Prince Balinor. He called himself Allanon, and he spoke of ill news. The Warlock Lord Brona has returned to Skull Mountain and again menaced the peace of the powerful lands. The armies of Calahorn must be prepared against the threat of war. Allanon sought the last descendant of the great elf lord Land of Shannara to wield the only weapon which could destroy the Warlock Brona. Wait a second. We want to see more. Where is it? Prince Balinor spoke in Allanon's favor and agreed to aid Allanon in any way possible. Together they left the realm of Calahorn. Through the warning had been given, yet there were those who did not believe the words of Allanon. The Warlock Lord has been defeated 500 years ago in the Second War of the Races. The world had enjoyed peace for all those many years. It was impossible to accept that war could again darken the land. Chief of those who spoke against Allanon was the mystic Stan Min, advisor to the king. He claimed that Allanon was nothing more than a troublemaker and a liar who sought dissension for his own ends. Stan Min's words were honey and filled with flattery for the king and his younger son. Thus the word of Allanon went unheeded in the kingdom, except by the absent crown prince Balinor, deceit and betrayal. Then King Rule grew ill, and Prince Balance took over the duties of the king, advised heavily by the words of Stanmin. It was Stanmin who said that the border patrol was just a tool of Prince Balinor. In a time of peace, there was no need for defense. The border patrol should be disbanded. Stanmin also whispered that Balance was much wiser and better leader than his brother Balinor. Surely Balance would make the finest king to ever rule Tursis. Prince Balance was deeply in love with Cheryl Ravenlock of the city of Cairn. He intended to marry her. Then word came that she had been kidnapped. Again, the mystic Stanmin poisoned Balance with his words. This was the work of Balinor, who did not want Balance to wed and have an heir. Balinor was unfit to be king and wanted to use the border patrol to overthrow Balance's rule. All these lies and more filled Balance's mind. Thus, the border patrol was disbanded, and Crown Prince Balinor was considered a traitor to Tircis. Dark again was the day that Balinor returned to Tircis, accompanied by 2 elves. The Prince Balance confronted his brother. He declared Balinor to be traitor to the throne and condemned him to death. Balinor and the elves were imprisoned within the dungeon below the cellar of Tircis. The valiant dwarf Handel learned of Crown Prince Balinor's plight and sought to save him. To this end, he cleverly made his way into the castle to use of stealth. He freed Balinor and his friend from the room they were confined in and led them towards the cellar. However, somehow Stanmin learned of his actions and sent men to stop them. The huge trapdoor of the cellar was closed and Balinor and the others were trapped once more. A rescue and death. Then came to Tircis Menion Lee, Crown Prince of the Kingdom of Lee, accompanied by Cheryl Ravenlock. He had rescued Cheryl from her kidnappers, and they brought news of a mighty army which had burned Cairn and now marched towards Tircis. Prince Balance showed no interest in the news and was only pleased that Cheryl Ravenlock had been found. The prince was like a man gone mad, driven there by the magics of the mystic Stanmin. Stanmin knew that Menion was a danger to his plans, and whose attempt to assassinate the Prince of Lee in the middle of the night. Menion caught Stanmin and forced Stanmin to lead Menion to Balinor. Balinor and his friends were rescued from the confines of the dungeon. Menion now recognized Stanmin as one of the kidnappers of Cheryl Ravenlock. Stanmin's plots were deep and deadly to all of Kellenhorn. Prince Balance then came upon them all. The mystic tried to reassert his power over the prince. When that failed, Stanmin tried to escape, and he ran up 2 stone stairs that lead out of the wine cellar. Balance stood in his way. Suddenly Stanmin pulled out his dagger and slew the prince. Though Balinor raced after the murderous mystic, Stanmin escaped to an unknown hiding place somewhere within the palace. King Cruel Buchanana was found to be dead, poisoned by the evil Stanmin. Balance was slowly dying from Stanmin's dagger blow. The armies of the Warlock Lord were within days of the walls of Tircis, so it was on this day Balinor Buchanana was declared to be king of Kellenhorn. The siege of Tircis. The remanded border patrol rode out to stop the armies of Bronia at the Myrmidon River. However, the armies of trolls and gnomes following the banner of the Warlock Lord were thousandfold and feared nothing. Though the enemy died in huge numbers, still Brona's army continued to attack. At least the border patrol could no longer hold the banks of the Myrmidon, and they were forced to retreat to the Thyrsis walls. The city of Thyrsis was built for war. From the unclimbable cliffsides of the plateau upon which the city was built to the huge outer wall that surrounded Thyrsis, never had the city fallen in battle. But now the armies of the Warlock Lord surrounded the city. His trolls were fierce and fearless fighters. The gnomes were cunning and their number was uncountable. The leaders were the skull bearers, dark followers of Bronya, terrifying to behold. So began the battle for Thyrsis. And during this war did Balinor prove himself a worthy leader and king, so too was proven the worth of his companions. The dwarf Handel again and again showed himself to be brave and invulnerable to Balinor in battle, or invaluable. Yet the number of the enemy was overwhelming, despite even the aid of the elves' armies of Warlock Lord. The odds were heavily against Thyrsis, withstanding the Warlock Lord. That's it. The secret passage. Well, maybe I lost there something in the siege. Ah, the secret passage. At least the blood-red sun aroused upon the morning that the enemy sounded the dead watch. It was full warning that the army of the Warlock Lord intended to destroy Thyrsis and everyone within her walls this very day. The battle began slowly, almost as if the enemy was only toying with Balinor's armies. Suddenly the dwarf Handel remembered stories of secret passages below cellars in the castle. The evil forces were attempting to sneak into the city. Handel and Mannion Lee raced to block their entrance. Already the soldiers of the Warlock Lord were entering the castle. Mannion and Handel fought their way to the cellar. Leading to the soldiers into the castle was the traitor Stenmin. Handel fought bravely against the enemy, while Mannion used all the strength he had to close the massive stone trapdoor to the secret passageways below the city. Finally, Mannion managed to seal off the entrance into the city. Mannion turned to Handel and saw him fall. Mannion gathered the dwarf in his arms and wept in his valiant comrade's death. Then he heard a noise and looked up. The foul mystic Stanmin was trying to sneak out of the cellar. Mannion grappled his fallen friend's mace and slew Stanmin, ending his evil forever. The final battle. Now the armies of the Warlock Lord massed for the attack. The skies blackened as if it were night, and the sound of the war drums echoed over the city walls. A battalion of trolls had picked up a huge ram and prepared to charge the gate. Despite a hail of arrows, they lumbered forward until they crashed against the gates. Time and again the ram hit against the gates, and at last the gates smashed open. The forces of Brona charged forward. The last of the defenders of Thyrsis braced for the last battle. Then the earth began to shake, and a wild wind rose from the north. Red lightning shattered the sky. The thunder rocked the walls. The skull bearers rose into the air with a piercing shriek of anguish. Suddenly they vanished, and the darkness of the sky began to clear. In Skull Mountain further north, the last descendant of Jarl Shannara, Shea Ohmsford had met Brona with the sword of Shannara and slew the Warlock Lord. The Skull Shriek in Skull Mountains far to the north, and the last descendant of Jarl Shannara. Shannara and slew the Warlock Lord. With that, the enemy armies turned and retreated. The last war of the races was over. Now the sword of Shannara is in a vault in Tircis. It stands as a monument to all who died, and a symbol of the strength and power of freedom. Forever shall Tircis stand proud against the forces against her. Forever shall Tircis stand in peace or in war. Well, no clue what to do, though. Open. What if we use her medallion? No. Look at a bookshelf. Arms and armories. Okay. Is there some weird book? What about this swing? A sudden urge comes over you. You leap up into the air and grab the chandelier. You swing back and forth, scratch yourself under one arm and yell, ook, ook. After a while, you drop back to the floor. Alright, cool. We all have these moments. Search. Old book in the cabinet. Break. Metal bars. Unlock. Unlock it with. Tinder books. What about oil? What do we have? Well, no key whatsoever. We have a vine. Look at that. Open. Who might have the keys? Let's get on, right?
I trust you two found the library satisfactory.
What is in that locked cabinet in the library?
Locked cabinet? Oh, the one at the back of the room. That has been locked for some time. I believe it contains a book that belonged to the former advisor of the king's brother. It contained some references to magic, so it was locked away. You needn't concern yourselves.
Isn't this guy dubious? Now let's give him a bottle. Clearly unimpressed. Let's talk to Shella.
I will not speak to that man right now.
Let's tie him. Tie. Reaching him might satisfy our immediate urge, but you would be forced to wait until the birds picked his bones clean before you could retrieve your rope. What about attack by knife? We need to cooperate with the king. Could we look at the book from the locked cabinet in the library?
That book is considered to contain dangerous information, and so was concealed from prying eyes, even those of would-be heroes.
Look, we need to see the book. It might tell us more about Bronya.
As I am responsible for the well-being of all within the castle, I am compelled to concern myself with your welfare as well. The book will remain in the cabinet.
Look, we need all the information we can get in order to save Tircis.
As far as I know, no one elected you hero here. King Balinor is dealing with the matter already.
We can't get the Sword of Shannara unless we get rid of the magical barrier, can we, Shella?
That means we'll be hanging around disturbing you for a long time.
I suppose you think threats will make me open that cabinet.
It's your choice. If the book does help, we'll be out of here all the sooner. Otherwise, we may be here for a long while.
Very well, I shall open the cabinet. I only hope the book is every bit as dangerous as it is reputed to be.
Nechan leads you into the library, carefully taking a small key from a silver case he holds. He opens the cabinet doors.
There now, I hope you are quite satisfied. Now, I'll return to my work, which is not to run errands for the two of you.
The seneschal leaves the room in an irritated fashion and closes the door firmly behind him. I thought maybe he's some Brona agent. But looks like he's okay. So we have a key or what? We don't have key. Okay, look. Alright. Oh my god, it is cool. The Great Tome of Stanmin, Necromancer of Calahorn, my Mastery of Tircis. My Mastery of Tircis. I, Stanmin, Mystic and Necromancer of Calahorn, record my brilliance upon these pages, that all who follow me shall know of my victorious conquest of the city of Tircis, and my courageous overthrow of the tyrants who once ruled this land. You have the privilege of knowing how slyly I subverted the rulers of this land, and how cunningly I destroyed them. You will witness my success and bow before my genius. Too long have I advised fools who had no notion of my greatness. I was meant to rule rather than to serve. Thus, I called upon the great Warlock Lord to give me the power of magic in order to thoroughly destroy King Rule, Buchanan, and make certain that his sons shall never rule in his place. Them again. Brona heard my plea, and I signed a pact with him, swearing my allegiance to serve forever the Warlock Lord. Then Bronya granted me the dark knowledge that I so desired. The art of necromancy is now my own. I have a spell which summons the dead, and the means to force the Shea to do my will. I can destroy or free the dead as I so choose. I am now the master of death itself. Now I begin my destruction of the Buchanan family. How cleverly did I conceal myself in the secret room behind the throne, to eavesdrop upon the plans of the king of Calahorn. Learning that the crown prince Balinor was off following the accursed druid Allanon, enemy of my master, the Warlock Lord. Therefore I befriended and deceived the idiot younger Prince Balance, convincing him to leave the city defenseless against the armies of the Warlock Lord. Hear how, when Balinor returned to the city, I persuaded Balance to imprison his brother in the cellars below the castle. The weak-willed Balance is but a pawn in my plans. Soon the king will perish of a mysterious illness, and Palance, mad with grief, shall kill his brother Balinor and slay himself with grief at the loss of his father. I will make certain of this, even if I have to do the task myself. This would be a great pity, for I am not a man of violence. I am only following the orders of my master. Here now my plans have been set into motion, and Tircis will soon be besieged. I will lead the armies of the Warlock Lord through the secret passages below in order to overwhelm entirely the castle of Tircis. As the great Brona has promised me, I will soon rule this land in the name of the Warlock Lord, who shall reign forever. By the pact with the Warlock Lord I signed with my own heart's blood, and the magical spells that lie within this book, all this shall come to pass. I, Stanmin, shall soon sit triumphantly upon the throne of Tircis. I, Stanmin, will be the king. Well, okay, but there's still nothing about breaking the barrier. Can we take it? The oddly bound book feels cold to your touch, and you know, within your soul you want to read it and learn all of its secrets. There's something odd about the black cover as you hold it. It feels thicker than the cover. Well, we have it in inventory. Show to Shella. This is nothing. Look. 10-min books is fascinating with its bindings of black leather tanned from some unknowable creature and its page golden with age. The front cover is cool and almost slimy. When you run your hand across it, the back cover is thick and feels icy cold. Show. She doesn't care. Open. You've seen this. Alright. It's the same. So then invoke the book on the book and the book on the map. Nothing. Invoke the map on Shella. Nothing happens. Invoke the book on the book. Invoke it over here. Invoke the book on the seller. Okay. Do you know about Stanmin?
He was before my time. I know only that he was a traitor, and that he murdered the former king of Tircis.
Do you know of any secret passages in the throne room?
Secret passages in the throne room? Ridiculous. Such a thing would be a danger to the crown.
The secret passage was known to Stenman, and he did endanger the crown.
Indeed. Well, I assure you that no one has used that so-called secret passage since his time.
Can we speak to Balinor about this?
The king is in the city, discussing matters of grave importance with the Parliament. He has no time to waste. As there is no one currently within the throne room for you to disturb, go right ahead.
No, I can't go there. No, I still want to invoke this on the floor. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Well, apparently nothing here. We can go back. Well, can we meet at... Yeah, meet him.
We saw a picture of Hendel the dwarf in the Tircis library. He looked a lot like you.
We're related.
Nice to know. Talk. Oh, why does the guard hate you
No,
so?
must have an inferiority complex about his height.
Why
The
are you
dwarves
here?
of Cullhaven sent me to get back Hendel's mace.
What do they want to do with
It's a
mace?
symbol of Cullhaven's greatest hero.
What is Cullhaven
Pretty
like?
nice place to be, I think.
Where's Cullhaven
A
from
few
here?
weeks southeast of here.
Handel was quite a hero, wasn't he?
One of the best. Saved your father's lives a couple of times, not to mention saving Tyrsis.
What do you know about magic?
Enough to avoid it. Dangerous stuff.
Thanks for info. Let's give the book to him. So the next thing. Invoke. The next thing. Show him the book. Show it to Shannara for sure. Well, we give you more food. We give you a wine. We give you this. Okay, nothing here. Break. You take leaves. What are these leaves? Soups. Smell. Eat. Alright, so we got some of that. Break. So I will try to give them those. So the next thing. Come on, nothing new. So let's go back into the city.
My orders. That's
What do you have? Who gave you those
captain
orders?
got them from the Senate.
Then the seneschal is an idiot.
Do you know why dwarves aren't allowed? Do the walking corpses come here every
As soon
night?
as the sun sets, they come scraping at the walls. We try. Now we just close the gate and wait for him to go away.
Well, let's talk to the seneschal about that. Do you know about any secret passage in
The
the
only
castle?
secret passage I am aware of is the one in the wine cellar under the castle. It has been collapsed, and the entrance locked since the end of the last war.
Can you help us find the secret passage in his throne
In
room?
case you haven't noticed, I'm a very busy man. I have no further time to waste with either of you.
Then, what if we give you leaves? You hold the leaves from out for senechal's inspection and give the book. Well, he's just not interested. Let's go into that throne room then. So, lion's head. Let's talk to Shella. Why should we look?
You're the expert secret passage finder. You tell me.
What do you think of all
I
this?
think that finding the secret passage is the best thing we could be doing right now. Until we get some more information about magic, we're stuck here. And if I have to listen to any more of the seneschal's snide comments, I'm gonna lose my temper. You're the leader.
Shield, look. Take. Push. Open. Cannot be opened. Look at a pillar. Knock. The sound sounds completely solid here. Okay. Candle holder. Look. Take. You can't get the candelabra off the wall, but you definitely felt it move a little when you pulled it on. Push. The horse head moves to reveal a hole in the wall underneath. It looks like a keyhole. You would have to be holding the pillar before you can put it on a keyhole. Unlock the keyhole, wait, look. Unlock. We have no key. Let's try to invoke this. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Let's look at the tapestry, a dragon. You move the tapestry aside. It's surprisingly easier than you expected. The blank wall behind the tapestry is somewhat dusty. There's a narrow hairline crack running along the wall, but you don't see any way to open it. Open. You could call the rebel push. Take. Open. Warlock. Push. Take. Well, Fran, can we sit here? Well, Fran, can we push it? Too heavy to move. If you loop the rope around the throne and give it a few tugs, you retrieve the rope. What do we have here? Fishbowl. Look at the throne. Well, we probably need to ask for a key.
The only... in case...
Blank. Alright. There's some... doesn't he have some book here? Take.
Leave that where it belongs.
Attack. Well, here's a... what? Here's a throne room. Here we are, wherever. Take. Then we get over here, there's a burning stuff. And then we get over here. Well, let's ask somebody outside then. Maybe they know something about the key. No. Maybe this guy. He knows nothing too. Let me get out of here now. So, we got, maybe if I give him a wine. He cannot be burped. He cannot be bribed. Well, there could be some key. Well, let's try her keyhole.
You're the lead.
She knows nothing. What do we have here? Well, what if we oil it? Pouring oil on an open flame is an invitation to disaster. Alright, keyhole. Doesn't need oiling. Look at a pillar. Look. Push. Also, I can open it. Open. You're unable to open them. Do we open this one? Push. Can we open it? I can't seem to figure out a way to tie the rope around it. Right, the lion's jaw with a sword. Well, that must be it. Hey, that's a key. The oil has loosened the hinges on the lion's jaw enough for you to pry it open with your dagger. You pick up the shiny skeleton key you find inside. Look at the key. Put it into a keyhole. Unlock. You heard an audible click. Unfortunately, the delicate key seems to have broken off in the lock. A secret panel has opened behind the dragon tapestry. I'll go inside.
It's so dark and cold in here. This place gives me the shivers.
Dark mirror. Well, it's safe. I guess you will see bro now. Look. You see nothing here. Break. You need to get some light before you can do anything here. Okay. Let's put oil or tinderbox. Tinderbox. Where's the tinderbox use? Light a candle with the tinderbox. The unnatural darkness in this room is playing games with you. With your perception, you can't seem to get a spark to the candle. Put oil. Let's invoke the whatever. Invoke. You need to get some light. I'll invoke it. No. Candle box tank. Mortar and pestle. Well, use this and put the leaves in a mortar and pestle. Of course, we need a light. Search. Candle. Look. Take light. Also then use this. Fill the lantern from the oil. Did he do it? Light the lantern. The light. And we have a Okay. And now can we use the Tinder books? Alright, the candle with the turn. Yes. And as you light the candles, you feel.
I don't think you should have done that, Jak.
Here is Brona, no
Now I
doubt.
know you shouldn't have done that.
Who seeks me?
Brona! That must be Brona!
Who are you?
Jak,
Brona,
let's get
you
out of
evil.
here.
Mortal creatures, I will destroy you!
Brona talks to us through a mirror.
Run!
You cannot make yourself look away from the mirror.
Jak, you are released. Break the mirror.
Invoke. Nothing happens. You again hear a strange
mirror,
talk.
Jak, break the mirror now.
Break the mirror. You pound on the mirror with your fist, but the glass doesn't count to break. Attack. With the sword, you pound the mirror, and we destroy Brona. You feel magic surging through your body. Pain overwhelms you. Blackness overcomes you. You find yourself in a strange
Jak?
place.
Can you hear me? Jak, say something. Are you all right?
Oh, I can, I guess, go forward.
Jak, please, look at me.
Can go to the left. Damn, this is some dream.
For a moment, I was afraid you were dead. Why didn't you run away from Brona? I thought you were with me. I never would have left you behind. It's just that I was so scared. Jak, are you all right? You look so strange.
And Jak becomes a Brona, right? Now that the room has light, you put out your lantern to save oil. Then you take the 2 sticks of incense that were hidden behind the mirror. Well, there's a hole. Look. Your hand slides off the smooth surface of the mirror. The mirror feels as if it was made of ice. Break. It's talk to mirror. It can never be repaired. Well, let's put it in here. You can imagine yourself following in the footsteps of the evil servant of darkness who formerly used this room. Can we take it at least? You reach out to take the mortar, but then consider the uses to which it has been put and slowly withdraw your hand. Candle long stick. Oh, let's talk to her. There must be something we can do
The
here.
only thing I want to do here is leave.
I'm certain we are missing something.
The sooner you find it, the quicker we'll be out of here.
What's happened to your spirit of adventure?
Don't talk about spirits in this room, please. Jak, please, hurry up. I don't like this place at all. Even with the mirror broken.
Well, let's invoke then, or something, right? Nothing happens. What is this? You look. Incense of summoning. And give it no show. Show it to Shella. light. As you hold the incense between your fingers, you can sense the magic contained within. You had better keep the incense until you know its purpose. Nothing happens. Put the incense. Here's some skull. Look at the skull. Hidden drawer. You start to reach for the gross skull. In the hidden drawer. I'll open. And there's a scroll. Look at the scroll. You can't read the scroll unless you're holding it. Thank. Show to Shella. This is nothing read. The scroll contains instruction for performing a magical ritual known as a spell of revealing. Read. Invoke. It's not used to be used here. Thank. Drink. Alright, so I guess we put it. There's no like a hole, interactive hole. Scroll. Oh my god, as you read the words aloud, you can feel the magic reverberating through your body. The scroll suddenly vanishes from your hands. The book seems to glow in an unnatural light for a few moments, then the light fades. The great tome of Stanin, my master of Tircis, the ritual of summoning, the ritual of shattering, the ritual of release. To raise the shade of the dead in the place where the dead did die, thou must have the intent of summoning the blood of the one who died, the weapon that killed the one who died, the name of the one who died. First, though you must light the incense of summoning. Next, thou must involve the magic of this book upon the blood, and intone by the blood of your blood I summon thee. Then thou must involve the magic of this book upon the weapon, and intone by the weapon of your death I summon thee. Last, thou must speak the name of the dead as you intone by the power of thy name, and thy power of my will I summon thee. We could summon ghosts with this.
We could even speak to Stenman himself and learn about magic directly from him.
This is very powerful magic.
Wonderful. Soon we'll be as powerful as Stenman, and you know what happened to him.
If we summon Steinman, I'm certain he would help me to get the Sword of
This
Shannara.
sounds like a very bad idea, but it's not like we have much choice. We need to talk to Balinor first, and this time I'll deal with the Seneschal. After facing Brona, I can certainly confront a Seneschal.
To shatter the soul of the dead, that is shall be destroyed utterly and most painfully, invoke the magic of the book upon the shade of death. Intone these words, creature of the dead, hear my words, creature of the dead, I'm your destroyer. I'm the reaver of your soul, creature of the dead. All that you are, all that you were will be no more. Creature of the dead, I will annihilate you for all eternity. Creature of the dead, I now shatter your soul. And then there's a ritual of release. That it might never be summoned from death to free the soul of the dying within the last minute of life's breath. Invoke the magic of the book and intone these words. Though dead, death has touched, hear the words I speak. Thou who death has kissed, find the peace you seek. Thou who death has marked, submit die well to me, though who then has blessed what okay, be free. Oh my god, shall I give it to me?
Jack, please, hurry.
You done here then? Leaves. Okay, let's go. She wants to talk to that dude. So be it.
We found the secret chamber in the throne room. We discovered how Stenman contacted the Warlock Lord. We even spoke with Brona ourselves. Now we need to summon Stenman's ghost to rid Tircis of the walking corpses. That's why we need to speak with Balinor right now.
The sunny channel starts at the shell. He opens his mouth as if to speak, then shuts it again. Finally, he stands, bows slightly, and leaves the room. Within the half hour, an audience with the king has been arranged.
You wish to speak to the ghost of the mystic Stenman?
He was in league with Brona. He might have some idea what's happening.
In life, Stenman was an evil man. Murderer of my father, destroyer of my brother, a traitor to Tircis, and a minion of Brona. How can you believe that he will aid us?
We've got to learn more about magic
Allanon
somehow.
could tell you, but as you say, we do not know when he will return.
We think we can use elements on magic against
Be
him.
very careful with magic, Jack. It is as dangerous as Brona himself.
Stenman's book will help us against him.
Tircis is already overrun by the dead, yet you intend to summon another? Is this truly wise?
Who would know more about the dead than someone who's dead?
That assumption may be correct, but what of the cost? The knowledge may not be worth the price. I have dire misgivings about your intentions. Raising the dead seems such a terrible action. Unfortunately, Tircis has been under siege for weeks, and I have no better solution. What will it take to summon Stenman's shade?
We'll need the weapon Stenman was killed with, Hendel's great mace. But Brendel wants to take the mace back to the dwarves.
What are you talking about?
You explained to the king about Brandel and the dwarves are not allowed in the city of Tircis.
But Tircis is a free city because Hendel and your father defended it. The dwarves have always been our allies. This is a problem I shall correct at once.
Balinor leaps to his feet and shouts for his guards. He asks you to lead him immediately to the hut of Brendel. Balinor and his guard accompany you through the streets of Tircis and out through the gates. You lead him to Brandel's place and watch the mighty king bend low to enter the hut while his guards stand outside. Suddenly it occurs to you that this is the mark of a true king, to be willing to personally right the wrongs of your kingdom even when the true blame falls to another.
Forgive me, Brendel, for being unaware of the problem here. Dwarves have always been our allies and friends in Tircis. You are welcome to stay at my castle as an honored guest.
Well and good, your majesty, and thanks for the offer, but I came here to claim the mace of Hendel as right of kin. I'll take it back to Cullhaven to honor Hendel's memory.
I am sorry, Brendel, but I have promised the use of it to Jak for a few days. He hopes to rid Tircis of the plague of walking corpses that besiege us. Afterwards, you may return it to the dwarvish homelands.
Well, if it'll help, I guess I could stay on here a while.
In the meantime, join us at the castle, and we will tell everyone that you and all dwarves are welcome there. Guard!
The party
Attention!
now.
What? Oh. Yes, sir, your majesty.
What is your name?
Stanwick, your majesty.
Stanwick, I understand you do not allow dwarves into Tircis. Is that correct?
Yes, your sireness. You see,
Dwarves have always been allies of Tircis and will always be welcome here. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, yes, royal sire. It's just that...
Furthermore, if someone comes here seeking safety at night, it is your job, Stanwyck, to defend them against the walking corpses and allow them to enter. Do you understand?
Yes, but the seneschal ordered...
Those are my orders, and they will be obeyed, Stanwyck.
Yes, your sire, highness, majesty.
Come, Brendel. You will be welcome in Tyrsis as long as there is freedom here.
You return with the king and Brendel to the castle King Balinor leads you all directly to Senechal's office.
Seneschal, why did you give the order that dwarves are not to enter Tyrsis?
Sire, it is my duty to protect the city of Tyrsis. I do what must be done, no matter how personally unpleasant such orders may be. You know that I live but to serve.
It is not your duty to make laws for this land. Your actions have exceeded your responsibilities and your authority.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I only attempted to keep Tyrsis pure from those beings who are not human.
The last war was fought with the help of elves and dwarves. Without their aid, Tyrsis would have fallen. You have no cause to exclude them from our city, and if you ever exceed your authority on this matter again, you will be relieved of your duties. Is that clear?
Yes, of course, Your Highness.
Furthermore, if the Princess Lee, Brendel, or Jak Ohmsford have any need, you will consider it your duty to assist them fully. Is that clear?
Yes, sire. I will make it my highest priority.
If I hear one more word of complaint about you, I will personally send you to the Dwarf Lands to assist our ambassador there.
I will do my utmost to serve, Your Majesty. I assure you that there will be no call for complaint.
Very well, Seneschal. I will hold you to your word. Forgive me, honored guests. I must return to my duties. I will meet with you again as soon as I am able.
Thank you, Your Majesty. You've been wonderful.
Yeah, thanks for everything.
Good day to you all.
You can see that already in 90s these games were simply pushing the message. Already, you wear the mace loose from its binding bow and present the great mace to Brendel.
I shall inform the king that you have taken the mace.
He already knows we need it.
Then I shall reassure him that you now have it.
Alright, I think this is a good time to stop. What a lovely adventure. So, thanks for watching, and bye.